to actually get some of that success for ourselves?
Sure. So I think number one, again, you got to really think about it in those 3 tiers. But what I like to tell a lot of folks is, number one, we're free, right? If you're a sole proprietor, if you're a retailer, or if you're a traditional brand, just get on the platform and help us make the product better. Right? I'll give you one perfect case study. It's one we like to use a lot because I think it really gets at the core essence is what Foursquare is about and what we can really do for merchants. So we have this thing called the Swarm Badge. And it's something that you can unlock if you get 50 people at your venue over the course of 3 hours. And I think we launched that last March. Right? We never believed. We said getting 50 people to a venue over 3 hours is crazy, right? Like that's just insane. And we had just launched it, and I'll never forget Joe. He runs a restaurant in Milwaukee, the Dive Bar. He sent me an email. He said, "Tristan, how can I get people to unlock the Swarm Badge on Foursquare?" It was a Friday, and I remember this very vividly. I replied back to Joe. I said, "Joe, all you have to do is get 50 people to your venue over the course of 3 hours, and that's it." And Joe replied back. He said, "Thank you. Get back in contact with you on Monday." Get back on Monday. I get an email from Joe. And what Joe says, he says, "Tristan, I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to learn about how to get people to unlock the Swarm Badge. I decided to do a Swarm Badge party." Right? And I replied back to Joe. I said, "What does that even mean? I have no idea what you're talking about." And he replied back. He said, "Tristan, very few people in Milwaukee have this badge, right? And I wanted to provide an opportunity to get our consumers to unlock this badge on Foursquare, so I decided to have a party." I wish I had the chart visual. Over the course, once he opened, over 13 minutes, he had 150 people check into his venue, most of whom bought stuff. And I think on average, he would only have 10 or 20 a day, right? And you can see how some of our tools, some of the game mechanics, and some of the really just core fun to Foursquare can be leveraged in a free way to drive customers and yield the results that you seek. And when you think about it from an ROI perspective, it's undefined just because we're free, right? It's really fascinating to watch a lot of this stuff. But we get success stories like that all the time.
If we